All right, howdy y'all, CineMafia here. We just finished the first big movie of the summer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. We know it's the final reckoning because how many times they say it, Josh?
It was at least
At
four.
least four, at least four
At
times.
least four, and they...
Tom Cruise is a lot of things, but subtle is not one of them.
No, definitely not.
No.
So not only did we see it, but we saw it in the IMAX,
Yep.
our brand new IMAX. So let's
Yep.
start there, guys. What'd you think of that?
I mean, it was dope, man. Honestly, in the theater that we stepped into here, it's very old, lots of maroon, amber lights. The IMAX was nice because you come in and it's nice, brand new leather seats.
Black
it had this,
leather.
I wouldn't call it a new car smell, but it was a new something.
New
Definitely
carpet
nice.
smell for
Definitely
sure.
nice.
New
It was
Yeah.
definitely new carpet.
New carpet smell and like slick blue LEDs.
Picture was sweet.
Yeah, no,
Picture
the
was
picture
cool.
was great.
Sound was good.
Sound was very good.
Wasn't
Chairs,
Dolby good, but it was good.
Chairs
The
aren't.
chairs are
they're
not the best.
They're not Philistine chairs, but
But
whatever
they're
that
just a step
upgrade
above.
is,
That's what they
just
are.
that one upgrade.
If you're unaware, Philistine chairs are what I call non-reclinable movie theater chairs.
Correct.
We've reached a level of status in our lives,
Yes.
and we just
First world problem.
we don't want to go.
right
that
there.
total first world problem.
And Clearfield actually has heated seats that
Yeah.
recline,
Yes.
and those are the best ones.
Correct. They are.
Yes.
Anyway, the IMAX is cool. We're glad we have it. That being said, I don't know that we're abandoning Dolby. So let's talk about Mission Impossible, though, fellas. What we think?
It's my favorite Mission Impossible so far. I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan to begin with. Last Samurai is probably my favorite movie he's ever been in, but this is probably number 2. I think the story actually made sense from beginning to end for the first time I could ever say that in a Mission Impossible movie. And it was nonstop. I think I gasped about 9 times from all the stuff and everything else that was going on.
Yeah.
So very well done.
Lots of good flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gave it a 9.
Tied the story up really, really
Oh,
well.
yeah.
That was
Beautiful.
cool. No doubt. A lot of neat callbacks.
Yep.
That was the funnest part of the movie. The only thing, just because somebody has to point something out wrong, right? And why not?
Oh,
why not me?
I got them on my list.
Why not me? I don't. Maybe it's because I haven't seen a Mission Impossible movie in so long, but I felt like we just sort of ended up wherever the next scene needed them to be, like very quickly.
Valid.
And it was just sort of like, oh, we're there. Okay, like you completely different costuming, different scene. It's a different day of the week. I mean, I don't know. Like it
But
just
again,
happened.
This isn't Lord of the Rings. We're not taking the journey. This
No,
is just getting to the point.
getting there.
And that's what we want to do.
We were getting to the point unless they wanted to throw in some dialogue and drag out a 30-second bomb timer for 20 minutes.
I can't argue.
And right?
All right, I hear you.
If there was a timer, oh man, hey, let's talk it out. Let's share our feelings. We're gonna really
Long
yeah.
gazes.
Long gaze.
Exactly.
Yep,
Oh yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
But you know what though? Like any other part in the movie, it's just end scene, end scene, end scene, and it was still good though. I can't knock it. That was just one like okay, we're talking a lot. When wasn't this just the climax of the movie 30 seconds ago? That's all.
Bobby, what'd you think? Like cinematography wise?
Cinematography was cool. I think it's very similar to one of the previews that we saw. It was more about the placement of the cameras, not necessarily like crazy cool camera work. I think the coolest part was the underwater stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, if you've watched the trailer at all, there's some underwater things. And so there's some cool shots in there that was like, whoa, okay, that's interesting. I think my biggest thing was, and it happens in every Mission Impossible movie, is the realism of certain things.
Are you talking specifically about the underwater
Hang on,
scene?
hang
No,
on.
no,
How
no,
quickly-
no. Actually, not the underwater
Well, no,
scene.
how quickly he was no longer underwater.
Yes, yeah.
That was kind of a flash forward.
The
They
swim
kind of did a
up,
flash forward.
the swim up.
Hang on.
there's
We're giving
no way.
teasers. We're giving
Yeah.
teasers.
Sorry,
We're
I
giving
mean,
teasers.
yeah,
Sorry.
there's things that they've
Correct.
seen in the trailers
It's
of
Scoozy.
those things.
It's good.
But essentially, like, there's scenes of where it's like, is Tom Cruise faster than a plane or a car or whatever? Who knows? Like, the man is
Ethan
Captain
Hunt is. I don't
America.
know about
America.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Are you
So-
trying to call out Tom right
Yeah.
now?
Tom, race an airplane tomorrow.
But
On foot. On foot.
But let Bobby film it for
Yeah,
proof.
for sure. That's my only thing, but it was a really good movie.
good.
I mean, it's
Yeah, way to
it's
start the
in
summer.
that 8.5, 9 range for
Jerry,
sure.
what'd you think, man?
Yeah, it was great. It was fun. It was exciting. I did not fall asleep. So
That a boy.
It
It's
is-
impressive.
Hey,
the
well,
time
at
of
the
this
time
one.
that we watched this
Did
movie.
you not fall asleep because the chairs weren't as comfortable as you wanted to be?
Yeah, there it is.
Well, there was that, but it was like I didn't even have a chance to fall asleep. Like it was
true.
exciting the whole time.
Again,
It did keep you going.
Yeah, it absolutely did.
Yeah, definitely a 9.
All right, awesome. So last question. This is a big one.
Oh boy.
What's going to be more ridiculous? The finale of Mission Impossible or the finale of Fast and Furious? We saw some ludicrous
Did you say
today.
more ridiculous? Nice play.
Yeah.
More ridiculous or more
Just
unbelievable?
absurd, over the top, unbelievable.
Fast and Furious,
Fast and
100%.
Furious.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what Tom Cruise can do on foot or
Right.
what Vin Diesel can do in a car.
Right.
car.
What Tom Cruise can do running forward, Vin Diesel can do running backwards.
First off,
Right.
I'm not going to give away the movie for people watching, but you guys know how that movie just ended, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all know the trend. It's going to be the final Fast and Furious
Yeah.
until they decide to come out with another one in 2 years.
Correct.
And
So
then
at
that'll be
that-
the final one.
At that time, for the final one, right? I mean, you guys have to admit that Ethan Hunt connects really well with the cast of Fast and the Furious because he's all about his team. He's all about family.
It's all about
Trying to
family.
connect.
That's right.
He brings the entity to the Fast and Furious universe,
even
right?
say
There's a Marvel incursion.
There is.
And he joins the Fast and Furious universe, and then they finally have the final reckoning. Final reckoning.
Yeah.
With
For family.
lightsabers, right?
With lightsabers.
With lightsabers. It's good.
One universe at a time. KTJ.
We just crossed 3 of them in your
I'm the one that's
conversation.
being ridiculous. I got a kick out of it too. Again, great way to kick off the summer. I'll give it an 8. It's not perfect, but it was
No, not
definitely
perfect.
fun.
Yeah.
And it's 2 a.m, so I don't know. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't know what these guys
I'm
do.
going home and sleep.
Yeah,
Of course
but
you are.
it's gonna be a great summer. Thanks for joining us. See y'all.